So we will be solving question 4 today. Question 4 says the graph shows how the thinking distance and the braking distance vary with the speed of a car. So we have a graph of distance against speed that is showing me distance, thinking distance and braking distance. So first, let's have a background knowledge about this. Imagine it at a road and a road at a gari cholteche. This is the car. Do not judge my drawing. This is the car and there's an obstacle ahead of the car. Maybe I am standing here. So আমি যখন এখানে দাঁড়ায় আছি ফার্স্টে ড্রাইভার আমাকে দেখবে and he will react. First কিন্তু stop করবে না. First the driver will react, right? The driver will say, oops, there is a person and I need to stop. Every person has a reaction time. So driver যখন react করবে ওই reaction দিতে দিতে একটু distance travel করবে, right? ওই ডিস্টেন্সটাকে ওই যে রিঅ্যাকশন টাইমে যতটুকু ডিস্টেন্স ট্রাভেল হয় সেটাকে আমরা বলি থিংকিং ডিস্টেন্স। থিংক করতে করতে যে ডিস্টেন্সটা ট্রাভেল করি। Then after the car has reached till this point, এখন the driver will apply the brake. After it applies the brake, এটা কিন্তু instantly car does not stop. কেন? Because according to Newton's first law of motion, a moving car will want to stay in motion due to its momentum, right? Even after braking, the car will take some time for the friction between the tires and the roads to counteract the motion completely, and then it will stop. So, যতটুকু distance এটা travel করবে, after applying the brake, we call it braking distance. Braking distance. So, total দেখো, total আর কতটুকু লাগলো? Thinking distance থেকে braking distance পর্যন্ত totalটা travel করার পর the car stopped. So a totalটা thinking distance plus braking distance is known as stopping distance. Totalটা লাগলো or to stop. This should be our background. This should be enough for our background knowledge. Let's start the question. Which of these does not affect the thinking distance? Thinking distance basically is my reaction time যতটুকু আমি distance travel করতেছি. So we have to find out কোন কোন জিনিসগুলো আমার reaction time কে affect করে না. Firstly, if the driver has consumed alcohol, obviously my reaction process will be affected, right? Maybe obviously কমে যাবে because alcohol consume করছে thinking করতে পারবে না একদমই, right? So maybe react করবেই না অথবা অনেক ডিলেতে react করবে, ততক্ষণে maybe আমি মরে যাব. So this is affecting my thinking distance. This cannot be my answer. Next, tiredness of the driver. Same na? Tired, so obviously or think korte aro beshi time lagbe ba kom time lagbe whatever, but it is affecting my thinking reaction time, which in turn is affecting my thinking distance. So obviously this cannot be my answer. Now, speed of the car. If the car has a high speed, it will take higher distance to stop. So this is also affecting my thinking distance. But condition of the road যে কন্ডিশনেই থাকুক সেটা আমার thinking distance কে affect করবে না because this will not affect my reaction, right? My reaction will be affected by the obstacle. So condition of the road is not affecting my thinking distance. B is my answer. Coming to question part B. Which of these would increase the braking distance of the car? Firstly, faster reaction time of the driver. Driver যদি faster react করে ও আরো faster ব্রেকটাকে অ্যাপ্লাই করবে, যত ফাস্ট ব্রেকটাকে অ্যাপ্লাই করবে তত কম distance it will have to travel. So faster reaction time actually decreases my braking distance, hence this cannot be my answer. Then coming to more powerful brakes. চিন্তা করো যদি আমার ব্রেকটা বেশি পাওয়ারফুল হয়, the driver will have to apply a greater force to slow down the car, right? So greater force যদি applied হয়, there will be a stronger there will be an increase in the friction between the brake pad and the wheel. If friction increases, then the car will slow down faster, right? Friction increase করছে. So আমার এই যে আমি এদিকে মুভ করতেছিলাম, friction obviously সবসময় কি হয়, একটা রেজিস্ট্যান্স হয়। যদি রেজিস্ট্যান্স ইনক্রিজ করে, it will resist my motion. So the car will decelerate faster. যত তাড়াতাড়ি decelerate করবে তত কি হবে, কম braking distance হবে. So that is decreasing my braking distance, not increasing. So এটা wrong answer. Part D, tires with more grip. Similar reason, তোমার টায়ার এর মধ্যে যদি বেশি গ্রিপ থাকে, there will be more friction between the tire and the road. যদি friction বেশি থাকে, friction বেশি থাকা মানে it will resist my motion. If it resists my motion, the car will decelerate faster. As a result, it will have a decrease in the braking distance. So this cannot be my answer as well. But if there is ice on the road, friction কম থাকে, এর মানে there is less resistance between the tire and the road. If there is less resistance between the tire and the road, then it will be very hard to stop the car. Car motion এই থাকবে, right? Very hard to stop it. So যত বেশি মোশনে থাকবে তত কি হচ্ছে? Increase in my braking distance. So B is my answer for this. Coming to the next part, raster এই চারটাই হচ্ছে calculation. Coming to this, determine the stopping distance of the car when the speed of the car is 20 meters per second. Stopping distance. Remember, first stopping distance is thinking distance plus braking distance. So, আমার find out করা লাগবে thinking distance and braking distance at 20 meters per second. Moving to the graph, at 20 meters per second, my thinking distance is 10 meters. And at 20 meters per second, my braking distance is probably 26.5, I guess. Yeah, 26.5. So, stopping distance is equal to 10, or you can at first write the formula, braking distance plus thinking distance. It's always the best to write the formula first. Thinking distance is equals to braking distance আমরা পেয়েছিলাম 26.5 আর thinking distance ছিল 10, which is giving me 36.5 meter. Next, state the formula linking average speed, distance moved, and time taken. Average speed is equal to distance moved divided by time taken. Right. Part 3, determine the reaction time of the driver of the car. Reaction time was right. Reaction time is directly related to only thinking distance. Time is equal to ki hobe? Distance divided by speed. So I need to find the thinking distance and the speed traveled during the thinking distance. So let's move to the graph. Graph for thinking distance, my total distance was 15. Here, 15. And my total speed was 30. So 15 divided by 30. Second, which is 0.5 second. For next question, it says, calculate the mean braking acceleration of the car as it brakes to a stop from an initial speed of 30 meters per second. Initial speed, which is u equals to 30 meters per second. And it says that the car brakes to a stop. এর মানে যেহেতু stop হচ্ছে তাহলে finally it is at rest. So v is equal to 0 meters per second, right? And I need to find acceleration. Since it's talking about braking, so I can go and find out my braking distance. Braking distance hobe eta, which is probably, let me mark, it's 53 meters. 53. So S equals to 53. Now that you have all the information that is given, now you need to figure out which formula you have to use. We have V, U, S, and A. So this is relating to the formula V square equals to U square plus 2AS. V is 0. U which is 30 square plus 2 into A into 53. If I rearrange, acceleration will be minus 30 square divided by 2 into 53, which should give me minus 8.5 meters per second square. Why there is a minus? The car is stopping. এর মানে কি কার একটা স্পিড ছিল ইনিশিয়ালি which was 30, এটা স্টপ করে 0 তে আসছে. So there is a deceleration. Deceleration means negative acceleration. So my value for acceleration will be negative. So minus 8.5. Done.